You are watching DocuVault TV, the only channel that goes deeper than the headlines, beyond the news, beyond the official story. We uncover the real truth behind America's darkest and most shocking stories, every week, every time. If you are new here, hit subscribe right now. What if I told you that one of the most respected companies in America, a company worth $68 billion, was completely fake? A company named America's most innovative company 6 years in a row was completely fake. What if the entire thing, the profits, the growth, the success story, was one massive lie? What if thousands of ordinary employees showed up to work every single day, invested their entire life savings, and then one morning walked in to find the doors locked, their jobs gone, their savings gone, overnight? What if the men who did this to them were not hiding in the shadows? They were on the cover of Fortune magazine, shaking hands with the president, celebrated as the greatest business minds of their generation. And what if the entire time, they knew exactly what they were doing? This is not fiction. This is the true story of Enron, the largest corporate fraud in American history. A story of greed so extreme, lies so calculated, and destruction so complete that it changed American business and financial law forever. If you are new to DocuVault TV, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. Every week, we uncover the stories that the world needs to hear. And if today's story shocks you, hit like, drop a comment, share it with someone who needs to see this, because this story affects every single person who has ever trusted a company with their money. To understand the Enron scandal, you first need to understand what Enron was. Enron Corporation was an American energy company based in Houston, Texas. It was founded in 1985 by Kenneth, a man who grew up in poverty in Missouri and worked his way up through the energy industry with ambition and intelligence. By the mid-1990s, Enron had transformed itself from a simple natural gas pipeline company into what appeared to be a revolutionary energy trading empire. By 2000, Enron employed 21,000 people across 40 countries. Its annual revenue was reported at $111 billion. $111 billion. It was the seventh largest company in the entire United States. Fortune magazine named it America's most innovative company for 6 consecutive years. Wall Street loved it. Kenneth had dinners at the White House. Enron donated millions of dollars to political campaigns. Everyone wanted a piece of Enron. And that is exactly what Enron's executives were counting on. 3 men were at the center of what was about to happen. Kenneth, the founder and chairman, charming, politically connected, the public face of Enron, the man everyone trusted. Jeffrey Skilling, the CEO, brilliant, ruthless, a Harvard MBA graduate who believed he was the smartest man in any room. And Andrew Fastow, the CFO, the architect, the man who actually built the fraud. Skilling once told a Harvard interviewer that he was fucking smart. Those were his exact words. Together, these 3 men created one of the most sophisticated financial deceptions in history. The first tool was called mark-to-market accounting. Enron convinced regulators to let them record profits the moment a deal was signed, even if the money would not arrive for years, or never arrive at all. The second tool was special purpose entities. Andrew Fastow created hundreds of shell companies with names like LJM Cayman and Raptor that existed for one purpose only: to hide Enron's losses. The third tool was pure deception. When an analyst asked why Enron could not produce a balance sheet, Skilling replied on the public call, "Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that, asshole." But not everyone was fooled. In March 2001, a journalist named Bethany McLean published an article in Fortune magazine with a simple question as its title: "Is Enron overpriced?" She had seen something, and she was right. Inside Enron, Sharon Watkins was also seeing it. She wrote a now famous letter to Kenneth warning him that Enron might implode. Handed her letter to Enron's lawyers. Nothing was done. By mid-2001, cracks were beginning to show. Jeffrey Skilling resigned as CEO in August 2001 after just 6 months. He cited personal reasons. The market was suspicious, but not yet alarmed. Then came September 11th, 2001. The entire American economy was shaken to its core, and Enron's carefully constructed house of cards began to fall. In October 2001, Enron reported a massive loss. The SEC immediately launched an investigation. Fastow was placed on leave, and then the dominoes really started to fall. Banks called in their loans. Partners refused to do business. Enron was finished. On December 2nd, 2001, Enron filed for bankruptcy. At the time, it was the largest corporate bankruptcy in American history. 20,000 employees lost their jobs overnight. Savings gone, futures gone. Employees who had invested their entire retirement in Enron stock watched that stock fall from $90 a share to less than $1. In months, they lost everything. Absolutely everything. And while they were losing everything, Enron's executives had already quietly sold their stock. Kenneth sold over 100 million. Jeffrey Skilling over 66 million. They knew what was coming. The fallout was catastrophic. Arthur Andersen, Enron's auditor, was finished. 85,000 employees worldwide lost their jobs. Because of Enron, Arthur Andersen was convicted of shredding documents. As for the three men at the center, Andrew Fastow pleaded guilty, cooperated, and served 5 years. Jeffrey Skilling was sentenced to 24 years. He served 12. And then there was Kenneth Lay. Kenneth Lay was convicted on all 6 counts. He faced 45 years, but in July 2006, Kenneth Lay died of a heart attack in Aspen, Colorado. His conviction was legally vacated, erased, as if it never happened. The man most responsible for the destruction of Enron died a free man, legally unconvicted, and his estate kept his money. The Enron scandal changed America. In 2002, Congress passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, a sweeping reform making executives personally responsible for their financial statements. Lying became a criminal offense with serious jail time, reforms that should have existed long before, but it took the destruction of 20,000 careers for Washington to act. Today, the name Enron is synonymous with corporate greed and deception. Enron was worth $68 billion. 20,000 people lost everything. The men who ran it lied to everyone, and when it all fell apart, most of them walked away with millions. If this story made your blood boil, hit that like button right now, share this video, drop a comment below and tell me, what angers you more, that they did it or that they got away with it? Because next week on DocuVault TV, we are going somewhere no American president has ever wanted us to go. Imagine being the most powerful man in the entire world, President of the United States. 5 men get caught breaking into an office building, a break-in so unnecessary, so completely stupid, unless you understand what they were really looking for. Next week, DocuVault TV. Subscribe now, turn on notifications, and we will see you in the next episode. The darkest stories are just beginning.